It's the Lakers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. And with tip-off coming up, we've got Justin.
Well, guys, we know how much of a trailblazer.
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. This late in the season, Clark, the bumps and bruises really adding up. Guys are staggering a bit. Is any player really 100% health-wise now?
Well, you know what, Kevin? 100% healthy is relative. You know, I think you move that down to maybe 90% would be the high water mark for most players. You might have a few that would say they're 95% healthy, but if you've been playing and working and traveling and all the stuff the NBA guys do, then you could be 100% healthy, but you may not be 100% fresh. So those are ways to differentiate it for me. But everybody's got something at this stage in the season.
That's a good look at it. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for the Lakers right now, inside we've got Kuzma and McGee. Harris is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's LeBron in at small forward.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Here's Ball. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Hey, you could sink these with your eyes closed or blindfolded. So close, so deep inside. Great bucket.
James against Dunn. Allen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Allen's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
The shot's good from LeBron.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Levine with it, picked up by Harris. Step back shot. They get it back. Kick out to Levine. Back to Allen. Another shot, and he lays it up and in. Allen's got 6.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
From 12 feet out, LeBron can't get it to go.
Boy, the defense had gone to sleep, so you got to knock that one down.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And he gets the bucket. 8 points for Allen.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Allen kicks to Levine. Over Harris. That's short off the rim. Lakers trail by 4. Kuzma passes the ball. And Ball slams it in.
Hey, he's always looking to go downhill, and when he's on the attack, he's going for the dunk.
The feed to Carter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And he makes that one.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Ball. Count it. He has 6.
And I tell you what, Ball has excellent speed. He's got good size, and his savvy shows up right there because he's cutting right into the heart of the defense at just the right time.
Done outside. Back to Allen. Over LeBron. No good off the back of the rim. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. Ball dishes to James. And stolen by Dunn. Allen kicks to Dunn. LeBron against Allen. Outside, Levine. Back to Allen. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
James against Allen. James kicks the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Allen passes to Carter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Allen outside. Back to Markkanen. The dish to Allen. Shoots over McGee. No good on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first three. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
Most definitely a switch flip for them in the fourth, and they finally started playing up to their ability, and it certainly came at just the right time, not a moment too soon.
Harris misses. Chicago leading by 7. Here's Levine, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
LeBron, good.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Allen against LeBron. When it comes to initiating this play, Clark, for your money, who are the perimeter pick-and-roll ball handlers right now in the game?
Well, the guys that come to mind for me, Chris Paul is fantastic in the pick-and-roll. Damian Lillard is outstanding. James Harden. And I think Victor Oladipo is getting better. I mean, he's so good at finding seams and using his athleticism to get to the bucket, and he's really grown as a finisher. Kyrie Irving is just a terrific one-on-one player. Sometimes he doesn't even need the screen guy. He's so good with the ball. And obviously Steph Curry is in that category too.
Allen in the post, covered by LeBron, over James. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 15 points for Allen.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Clark, we know of your involvement with college basketball, calling the Final Four. College teams occasionally change conferences here in the NBA. There's talk of eliminating conferences altogether.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a bit of a traditionalist here. I'm open to change, but I think there would need to be more rationale behind the change than what I've heard or read. So I think keeping it the way it is fine. So that tradition aspect of it is what I'm hanging my hat on. Anytime you try to manipulate matchups, though, to me, is walking down the wrong road. So in my opinion, we should stay with the conferences for that.
I like that thought. And it's Parker in the corner. And the 3 off target.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Payne looking around. Pass to Parker. Allen right side. Over LeBron. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Allen finds Parker. Now Payne, defended by Ilyasova. Parker passes to Allen. Makes it off the glass. Allen's got 19 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's Ingram on the wing for three. Good on the three-point shot.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Allen inside, working on James. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Rondo. 14 feet away. That one doesn't drop. Good D by LeBron. It's Ingram on the wing, guarded by Holiday. LeBron against Allen. The drive by James. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still the premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the quick three.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A., and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all of sports.
And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Allen in at the three, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Pistons was a driven man. He finished with 54 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
The Bulls leading by 12. Dunn up top. Carter outside. It's Allen, top of the key. Markkanen in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Clock is at 3. Allen kicks to Levine. Over Harris. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That's a big-time bail out there, Kevin. I mean, couldn't get anything going on that possession. Then Levine just takes over and makes something out of nothing.
Harris inside, guarded by Levine. Harris, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Levine dishes to Allen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
So the Bulls, their last game, a win against Detroit.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game.
And so Allen will bring it up for the Bulls. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. It's game one of a 3-game road trip. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. LaVine finds Allen. Back to LaVine. Kicks it out to Allen. Outside, LaVine. And the Bulls with another miss.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Carter with the block. For 3, and it's LaVine that time on the assist from Dunn. LaVine's got 9. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at Golden State. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, there's the Lakers, a few slots below them.
For Los Angeles, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They look to be a dangerous team. I wouldn't have thought that a few months ago, but now I'm a believer.
Here's Allen. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And, Kevin, I really think it's important that shot becomes part of Ball's arsenal. He's got to get comfortable knocking down the 3-point shot.
Allen passes to Carter. Shoots over Kuzma. Carter, that's good. Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
James against Allen. Off target on the 15-footer.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Lonzo Ball, pretty impressive athlete. I mean, bouncing off the ground for that slam, impressive.
Back to Allen. Passes it to Carter. Dishes it to Allen. Back to LaVine. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. LaVine's got 13.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. Back to Ball. The pass to James. Shot from free throw range. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Ooh. That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. my. Well, we know LaVine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
Pass the ball. Knocked away. Dunn dishes to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Tell you what, the length of Dunn really creates problems for the opposition. He's so good at getting his hands in the passing lane and coming up with steals.
Stolen by Allen. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
3 turnovers in the quarter alone, a bad stretch, and they can't win this game without better play from him.
Bulls making a switch here. Parker's checked in, and then for the Lakers. Ilyasova, he's checked in for JaVale McGee, and it's Ingram in for Harris. Inside, and the dunk by James.
Guys, when LeBron is scoring like this, as a defender, it's hard not to throw up your arms and say, I give up. Just so hard to slow him down.
And the length and wingspan of Brandon Ingram gives him, Clark, so many advantages on the court.
Yeah, it's actually what GMs and coaches like to see. His reach and size comparable to guys like KD and Giannis. Bothers shots on defense, and he can actually get his shot whenever he wants to. Because of his length, his upside as a player on both ends, I think, is what's exciting for the Lakers.
LeBron up top. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
At the elbow, it's Allen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. 31 points for Allen.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Tipped away and stolen by Dunn. Over ball. They get it again. Goes back up. Allen's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
A dominating first.
Well, you had it going on in the first half. Incredible display. How did you get it all to work?
You know, it wouldn't be possible for me if it weren't for my teammates encouraging me, stepping aside and letting me go to work. And, DA, I got to tell you, man, it's taking a lot of shots, and nobody's gotten upset, so they just keep on feeding me.
They know where their bread is buttered, and it's easy to see why. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third. We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from AI.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Lonzo Ball out there with Harris, and it's McGee in at the 5. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Markkanen passes to Allen. Kuzma against Markkanen. He dishes it to Dunn. Allen left side. Shot clock at 6. And it's Allen slamming it down.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
They get it back, and McGee kicks the ball from past the arc, and James gets it to go on the assist by Ball. And that's 19 points for LeBron.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
Kick out to Levine. Back to Allen. Stolen by McGee. Knocked loose. James, the pass to ball. Back to James. Clock at 4. Over Allen. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. LeBron's got 7 now in this quarter. Chicago leading by 19. Dunn kicks to Allen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Carter outside. The dish to Markkanen. Dunn outside. Here's Allen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Lakers trail by 21. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Chicago making some changes. Bobby Portis comes in for Carter. And it's Payne in for Chris Dunn. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. Chris Dunn on top, Corey Harris fourth.
When you've got those two guys out there, both with such quick hands, one hiccup by a ball handler, and they're off to the races.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good stride.
Allen kicks to Markkanen. Allen surveying the D. Pass to Portis. Puts it up from 15. Allen's shot is off. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The shot's good from Kuzma.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
LeBron against Allen. To the inside. Levine rejected by Harris. Passes it to Kuzma. It's deflected. Levine against Harris. Levine can't hit. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
Rondo against Markkanen. Charity stripe shot. And that one hits back iron.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Good work there as it goes. And with the Lakers wanting to play more up-tempo, it makes sense to have Walton guide the ship.
Yeah, I agree with you because he's knowledgeable, played on some really good teams, championship caliber teams. I think as he grows as a coach and as this team grows together, they could be quite a group.
Portis finds Allen. Outside, Levine. They double him with James. Back to Levine. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Rajon Rondo.
You know what you like about Levine?
1:39 left in the third. Knocked away. Now, here's Ball. 11 points in the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And you look at Lonzo Ball, and mostly his offense stands out. But you know what, Clark? He is a strong defensive player as well.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's got a nice combination, Kevin, of strength and length, which allows him to stay in front and disrupt opposing players. Really good instincts on and off the ball, which I think is why he's able to come up with blocks and steals from his position. I don't think he gets enough credit for how good he is at the defensive end.
That one misses. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Allen against Kuzma. Allen passes to Parker. Back to Allen. And stolen by Kuzma. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And that one, good. 16 points for Lonzo Ball.
And Ball has so much confidence on this floater in addition to a nice touch with it, so that makes it really hard to deal with.
McGee against Allen. The pass to Dunn. Allen outside. 5 to shoot. Carter right side. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Carter's got 12 in the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kuzma. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Mobile and tenacious on the drive. Kuzma, easy to see how he gets these calls.
Good on the second free throw. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Dunn against Ball. Allen left side. Shoots over Kuzma. It's off.
Now, it's up to Kuzma to play with the kind of heart and hustle on defense that's required.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Jabari Parker is out there with Allen. Then there's Carter. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Ball kicks to Ingram. Banked in off the glass.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Here's Carter. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Yeah, I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can.
Holiday against Ingram. Over Holiday. And the shot is long.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Ingram against Holiday. Ingram passes to Ilyasova. Back to Ingram. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And it's off from 3-point range. Parker kicks to Allen. From down in the low post, it goes. Allen's got 40 points.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Ingram passes to Kuzma. Fast break fundamentals, centered the ball, run 2 wings on each side, have another guy set up from outside, last guy trailing. We don't see that much convention.
No, we don't, Kevin, and I'm chuckling because I know it grinds the gears of a lot of basketball purists, mine included. I really don't like to see guys fan out to the 3 when the layup is readily available. It's part and parcel of how it's played now, but I think there's a balance. I think you should still be running for layups, and use the three in transition maybe in a delayed fashion versus the primary break fashion.
We see a lot of turnovers, too. A lot of missed opportunities on the break these days.
Yeah, great point, Kevin. You're right. Guys trying to get that ball out to the three instead of taking the easy layup opportunity. Agree with you 100% there.
Allen finds Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, I like the craftiness of Parker at finding ways to get into the lane, always looking to punch it down.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's Ingram. The rebound by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for Chicago. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 44.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And, you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken second.
Payne kicks to Lopez. Ingram against Allen. And Payne now top of the key to the middle. Here's Lopez. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
And again, no good by the Lakers. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Payne with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Ball's knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Valentine's checked in for Justin Holiday. Udo's checked in for the Lakers. Crowder comes in for Ingram. Clock at 6. Lopez left side. Bulls moving the ball around. Payne. And again, no good by Chicago.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
Here's Rondo. Crowder from outside. No good. And the Bulls going the other way now. With some arc. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal. Has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Payne passes to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Rondo finds Harris. Back to Rondo. Mark, these days, less emphasis on divisional rivalries, more emphasis, it seems, on conference rivalries. You reading that the same way?
Yeah, I am, and I think part of it is because winning your division doesn't necessarily affect your playoff seeding the way it used to. And I think if we get rid of conferences, the rivalries could shift again. So I've already laid out my position on conferences. Let's stay East and West.
Here's Felicio. Allen kicks to Payne. Back to Allen. Shoots over Crowder. And that's good off the glass that time. Allen's got 48.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. And again, the Lakers no good.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
Allen dishes to Lopez. Back to Allen. And there's the foul. It'll go on Udoh. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Justin Holiday's checked in for the Bulls.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
It's tipped. And here's Rondo. He kicks it to Crowder. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Crowder's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Lopez passes to Allen. In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of them. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. And most players appreciate and recognize that, and for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love it.
Harris, good.
Adept at scoring from any area of the floor. Harris, a guy you gotta stay up on.
Holiday left side. Harris looking it over. Kicks to Crowder. Carter with the block. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Lakers now. Chandler finds Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. A shot by Udoh, no good. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Carter with it. Udoh's there. And it's Carter missing. Lakers shooting reasonably well, 45%.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Allen.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ilyasova comes in for Chandler. And it's Ingram in for Harris. The Lakers with the ball. Rondo with it. Outside Crowder. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Rondo looking around. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved it.